National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Washington football team, and not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Carolina Panthers. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now Bolden on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on first down, Westbrook. And this one is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On third down, Westbrook got an open man, finds Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first and 10, Westbrook, and that'll be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Westbrook. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Derek Brown on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Westbrook. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden.
The pass.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
9 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Westbrook. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a
from the gun on third. Watson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And Washington has taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score.
14, Panthers 7.
On first down, this is Geis. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Going long here for Wallace. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on third down, Westbrook. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, no.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Squeeze, double. Tight right. 3 down.
On first down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
51 to Mike.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Being chased out left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 34. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watson from the gun on third down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Montez Sweat in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On first down, Westbrook. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
A gain of 50.
But one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Operating from the gun, Westbrook. He'll find Gibson here complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
11 more on that one and another first down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing on first down. Westbrook. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
3 buzz. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. 60 Maverick. 51's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, Mike 51.
To throw on second down, Westbrook. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 98 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Westbrook. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, Westbrook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Westbrook. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the 1st half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. 76 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense back out there. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, smash. Hold. 51's mine. 60 Bobcat. Go.
On 1st down, Westbrook. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
57 the mic. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Mike's 57. Top low 18. Let's make these babies cry.
From the gun, Westbrook slings this deep from McLaurin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down. Right here, guys. Fight.
From the gun, here's Watson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be...
Ready? Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down. Westbrook throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
It's brought in by Bolden. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
51 Mike. Mike on street. Let's go, team. It's going to be a
To throw again, Westbrook. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd and long.
Mike 51. Watch the run. Mike 51. Dragon 60. Here I come again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Westbrook. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but hang on. A flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. No! So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Now a give right side. Bennett. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bennett. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Mike 51. 19 tight. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking to throw. Westbrook toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
Let's go now. Panther 60.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
The kicker on.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Steps away to his left, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get it together, defense.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Stop your...
Operating from the gun, Watson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40.
Receiving team.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing on 1st down. Westbrook. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Westbrook. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm going to come back to you. 57 the Mike, 57 the Mike.
Operating from the gun, Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Deshaun Watson sacked.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson complete on the quick throw to Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, P. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, Watson looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Pushing through the contact. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Get your swerve on.
Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the pressure gets to him again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, will step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
You must be dreaming. Right here, guys. Fight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught left side, Bolden. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun, Westbrook, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
He was covered by
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there, but let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Mike 51. Check. It's been a long day for you.
From the gun, Westbrook. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 4 yards out. And Washington going to add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
recovered by the kicking team.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Back. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Street.
Who's that yours? Who's that?
On 1st and 10, Westbrook. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 10. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 44-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down.
Single slot. Watch 88. Watch 88. Silver.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receiver. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Throwing again. Westbrook slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
35-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his target. That's Moore.
Rip right.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Roughing the passer defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tighten up. 57.
Operating from the gun, Westbrook. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.